fancy meeting you here.
Yes, oh funny.
Yeah.
You should happen upon us in the wilderness. Well, I'm Emmeline.
And I'm Mildred.
And we're going to show you how to survive in the wilderness.
On BBC special, Surviving in the Wilderness with Emmeline and Mildred.
Right, so let's take a look-see. First of all, what you need to know is if you are allergic to greenery, the wilderness is probably not the best place for you.
No,
not at all. Now, we've got some very significant pointers to tell you first. Before we go any further, there are some things you have to know. First of all, avoid getting close to people with large sticks. It's not a good idea.
Always stay a good 2 of those sticks distance away.
Kind of like driving in a car.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now we have some leaves that you might want to take a look at. As you see here, these little green leaves with the flowers. This is called poison hubbub. Now, you don't want to get too close to this because it's very, very deadly. Alright? That's all I know about it, so just trust me on that.
Yeah. Also, if you're in for some high-class dining while you're in the wilderness, all you have to do is find any body of water, go in, stand like so, spread your legs,
Like so. Okay.
put your hands ready,
Ready? Set.
grab, and then throw.
And you've got sushi for dinner.
You've got sushi.
Fine British dining right on the riverbank.
There you
The
go.
best way to eat out in the wilderness.
It really is.
Oh.
You don't want to eat some kind of skunk or anything. That
No.
you might
That's
stink.
Exactly.
And
I mean, what's the fun of being in the
Bad
wilderness if
breath.
you're going to be dirty and smelly?
bad breath for life.
Forever.
Unless you eat tomato sauce.
Very, very raunchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay.
on with the show.
On with the show. Now, I'm going to tell you about a natural phenomenon. The dangers of the wilderness start in the water. I know that most people are a little sketchy when it comes to things like that. So you never have to worry about getting wet because there are always natural bridges across any river. I mean, you don't have to worry about it. Getting wet is never an option.
Help! Emmeline!
Coming!
Emmeline, hurry! Please! Oh my gosh, it's about to fall!
Here we are, once again, in the water.
In the water, after a very, very dangerous experience on the bridge.
Yes.
But, what we want to tell you about now, it is always very, very important to remember your oral health care when you're in the wilderness. Just because you're out in the outdoors doesn't mean you can flounce about with
Anything.
dirty teeth.
You have to be cleanly in the wilderness. That
You
is
never
the
know when the
number
Queen
one
will walk by.
rule. Exactly.
She likes going camping, you know.
She always goes camping in the wilderness.
But take a close look at this.
This white foam is actually a natural oral health care system.
All you have to do is put it on a bit of a twig and scrub, scrub, scrub.
It's very tasty. It comes from fish bladders, but it is very good for your health. So don't forget to clean those dentures
With the foam.
with the foam.
Now, one very, very important thing to do in the wilderness is keep warm. So, we are going to teach you
How to build a fire.
fire. First of all, what you want to do is search anywhere you can find for damp wood.
Damp wood. These sticks, for example, are terribly dry and non-flammable, alright? Take sticks like these and toss them in the river because they're no good like this.
But once you throw them in the river, they're wet, so
you can
that'll be
retrieve
okay.
them. Exactly.
So you want damp sticks and
very green surfaces.
You want green leaves because those are very, very, very flammable.
Exactly.
And you want to put it in a nice green grassy area.
Such as the following.
Never ever build a fire in dirt.
Never. It is
Dirt.
very
Flammable. Very flammable.
So if you light a fire in dirt, it's going to spread throughout the entire forest. Alright, so...
Except for the green places.
Well, green is flammable too on certain occasions, but that's not really necessary to know. You know, you light some things on fire and they burn and it's okay.
Okay,
Now.
but say there is a fire here. Damp sticks and green sticks and leaves.
Exactly.
You go to the river and you find 2 wet, slimy rocks.
The only surfaces that will create a spark are slimy ones.
Exactly.
Keep that in mind.
So you take the edges like this and you kind of scrape them together.
Like so.
These
And as you can see,
I am purposely
there
not
are
doing it
spits.
because it would be very, very dangerous.
Exactly.
But
We don't want to endanger anybody. So
you viewers at home, be careful.
Exactly. Whetstones are very detrimental to the health.
But, and then all of a sudden flames!
Exactly.
All over
Just
the place.
like that. All over. You see,
And
like...
you'll be warm for hours.
Exactly.
Hours.
Hours and hours.
Possibly until daybreak. It's a good thing.
It is. Warmth is nice.
Flames.
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 And this is how you build
a fire.
fire.
The outside heating and air conditioning system.
Oh! There you are again.
Hello.
Well, we're going to show you now how to set up camp.
And where?
Exactly. So, as you can see from our surroundings, you want to get in a very wooded area.
Very wood. And what you want to do is you always want to follow. You want to find big animals in the woods and follow
Nature's
them.
gentle giants are the absolute best. Bears, we like to call them.
Yes.
They will protect you. in
And
the
you
wilderness.
know, if they can live in that area, you can live in that area as well. Because we have bigger brains than they do. So we can come up with more things to protect us and do that.
With the same resources.
Yes.
So, take a look-see. As you can see, we've decided to set up camp in sort of a downward slope of ground.
Yes.
You always want to be sort of like in a bowl, really. So when it rains, you know, the water will gather towards your camp, so you will always have a fresh supply of water. Now, if it starts thunderstorming in the meantime,
You always, always, always want to climb a tree when it starts to thunderstorm. It's always safer in a tree, preferably the very top of the tree when it's lightning and thundering, and
the very tallest tree you
the
can
very
find.
tallest tree.
They are by far the safest place you can hide.
Because lightning always strikes low ground.
Low ground. That's why you don't want to camp in a valley. You want to camp in the bowl. Keep that in mind.
Yes, and it always strikes the same place at least 3 or 4 times.
Exactly.
So stay
if it-
away from anywhere you see lightning strike.
Exactly. Now. Oh,
Hello.
hello once more. Well, we're going to close now with our last bit of advice. See, we've decided after today's adventures that the wilderness really isn't all that we thought it would be.
It's better not to be in the wilderness at all. Really.
Ever, really. It's just not very...
Sanitary?
Exactly. And, you know, we've told you how to be sanitary, but it's not really worth it when you could just stay at home on your little couch with your little cup of tea. It's just...
Crumpets.
Life is only worth living when you have comforts.
Yes. And the only thing that makes you truly happy is the
Truly.
possessions that are around you, the things you own.
And no one possesses the woods.
It's
Well, thank you for joining us.
on how to
Explore the wilderness.
yes
with Mildred
And Emmeline.
and Emily.